Monsieur Agon, you included sustainable development very early on in your business strategy. For more than 10 years now, you have been committed to reducing the CO2 emissions linked to the industrial activity that you have. In 2013, you launched a major sustainable development program, which comes to term this year, I believe. Yep. One might think that the crisis could have slowed things down, but quite on the contrary, you wish today to renew your commitments and to accelerate. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely, it's correct, and I think it's pretty obvious. Number one, this sanitary crisis of the COVID-19 has shown to everyone how a systemic global crisis around the world can be absolutely devastating, and it shows us how also even more devastating could be a climate crisis. So we have to do everything to prevent it. And number two, there is a real urgency. Everyone says that challenges are mounting. The environmental crisis is coming, and so experts say also that we have 10 years to prevent it. So there is absolutely no time to lose. The clock is ticking, and also, as you said, we started with Alexandra 7 years ago, sharing beauty with all. It was the first phase of the revolution at L'Oréal to make L'Oréal a pioneer and champion in sustainability and responsibility. This was a program on 7 years between 2013 and 2020. We are coming now at the end of this program, and now it's time to start the second phase of this revolution, which is what we are presenting today, L'Oréal for the Future.
Of course, we'll be going into a lot of detail for you guys who are watching us. For L'Oréal, sustainable development is not just a vision. The results of your global Sharing Beauty with All program, launched in 2013, bears witness to this. Alexandra Palt, could you remind us what the objectives of this program were and where you are today?
Yes, my pleasure to do so. So as Jean-Paul just mentioned, in 2013 we launched the first generation of a very global holistic sustainability program called Sharing Beauty with All. It was very ambitious, and we had in mind to really start a profound transformation. And the profound transformation meant for us that we fixed targets throughout our value chain. From the beginning of raw material sourcing until the end of life in all our activities to really start this transformation. So these are the results 2019. But of course, I'll also tell you some tendencies for 2020. So already in 2019, we have reduced our carbon emissions by 78%. Our initial target was 60% from a 2005 baseline. So of course, we are extremely proud to have outperformed this target. And in 2020, we will land at over 80%. And this is so important because, of course, reducing carbon emission means fighting climate change. And we didn't perform any target. It was the most important target, we can say one of the most important targets, because it's the climate change target. So minus 80%, while in the same time our production went up by 37%. And so that means what we showed was that it is possible to decouple growth and environmental impact. And that also inspires us, of course, for the future. Additionally to the carbon emission reduction, we had already 35 carbon neutral sites in 2019, and we will have 42 carbon neutral sites in 2020. We have also worked on in other domains, such as the reduction of water consumption. We have reduced our water consumption by 51% per finished product unit. And in 2020, we'll of course still do better. Another target which was very important for us is the improvement of the environmental and social profile of our products. Because if you want to be serious about sustainability and corporate responsibility, you have to tackle the core of your business. You have to tackle the products and services you sell. And so we said in 2013, we will improve 100% of our products regarding their environmental and social profile. In 2019, we improved 85% of products that we put on the market. And in 2020, we improved 95% of our products. So this is a huge transformation because it allowed us to put sustainability at the heart of our business for our developers, for our packaging teams, for our research and innovation teams, for our marketing teams, for everybody. And this is one of our really huge achievements. But of course, we also worked on social aspects because, as we know, a green transition, the necessary green transition, is just going to happen if we also have an inclusive society. And so we worked since 2013 on the integration, on the inclusion of people from underprivileged communities in employment. And we helped more than 90,000 people gain access to employment in 2019, and it's going to be over 95,000 in 2020. So we have achieved, overperformed our targets, and so we are extremely proud.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for all of these elements. In particular, what actually strikes me is that you have shown that the growth and economic success of a business can go really hand in hand, and can also go hand in hand with reducing the impact on the environment, which is great. What is your assessment, Jean-Paul Agon, on this program?
Well, I think the program has been extremely successful. Of course, Alexandra has detailed the success or the achievements item by item, and you have seen that on some items we are exceeding even the expectation that we have for ourselves, and some we are a bit below, but globally speaking, it's extremely good. Also because these ambitions were very bold. You know, we should not think that it was an easy target to reach. But I think that even more importantly than that, this program has in fact really revolutionized L'Oréal because it has changed the paradigm of L'Oréal. You know, L'Oréal was born in 1909, and for 100 years, L'Oréal was all about excellence in beauty, of course. We have become the #1 in beauty, and excellence in financial performance. And sharing beauty with all has added a third dimension, which was this will that we have to excel also in sustainability and responsibility. And this changes everything. It changes the way people work, everything they do in all departments. It changes the research and innovation. It changes formulation. It changes sourcing. It changes operations, supply chain, everything, even marketing, as Alexandra said. So it's a complete change of the way L'Oréal worked. And it has also been, I have to say, a great collective adventure for all L'Oréal employees. And it has brought to them a lot of pride, sense of belonging, motivation. So it has really completely transformed the company.